This video did not appear before you by chance. Something bigger brought these words to his ears. Maybe the universe, maybe the divine force, or even your future self, calling you to awaken. Take a deep breath now. Let the air in. Let the air out. And as you breathe, realize that what you hear next is not common. It's a calling. Imagine for a moment a 94-year-old man. The firm body, the lively gaze, the voice full of presence. While many young people drag themselves through the day, trapped by fatigue and a confused mind, this elderly man walks lightly, speaks clearly, and has an energy that surprises even doctors. How can it be? How can someone who has lived almost a century still remain healthier than those half his age? Would it be luck? Could it be genetic? Or are there secrets hidden in your daily gestures, in the way you wake up, eat, breathe, live? Think carefully. Maybe you've seen people like this. Elderly people who don't just carry the weight of years on their faces, but the light of vitality. People who, even after 80 or 90, still wake up feeling energetic, still find joy in the little things, still radiate a silent energy that infects those who come near them. These secrets exist. These are not magic formulas. They are not hidden in expensive medicines. They are in simple rituals, in subtle but profound habits that are repeated day after day. Secrets that nourish not only the body, but also the mind and spirit. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine. Imagine yourself waking up feeling light, pain-free, breathing calmly, and with clarity of mind. Imagine walking with firm steps, feeling your heart at peace, realizing that a silent but powerful energy still pulses within you. That energy never disappeared. She just fell asleep. And just like that 94-year-old man, you too can awaken it. Because age alone is not a sentence. She is just a number. What makes a difference is how you take care of yourself, how you relate to each morning, how you make space for your vital energy to flourish. Maybe you believed it was too late, that your vitality was left behind. But the truth is that the body stores memories, and it can respond again when it is nourished with wisdom. It can be renewed when it receives the right gestures. What you are about to discover is not just knowledge. It's a calling of life, an invitation to rediscover within yourself the clarity, harmony, and strength that have never been erased. This is the moment. Don't ignore the sign. Don't think it's a coincidence. You're here because it's time to discover the surprising secrets of someone who, at 94, lives healthier than many young people. And from now on, every word you hear will be like a key. A key that opens hidden doors within you. Doors that give access to a clearer, lighter, stronger life. The secret is closer than you think. And it all starts now. You know what it's like to wake up and feel like your body can't keep up with your wishes anymore. The eyes open, but the energy does not awaken with it. The pillow still calls, the muscles are heavy, and even getting out of bed seems like a difficult task. The mornings, which were once full of vitality, became slow, heavy, silently tired. Maybe you recognize yourself in these little pains. The insomnia that insists on visiting, making the night long and restless. The sleep that comes, but does not restore. And at dawn, the body bears invisible marks, deep fatigue, confused mind, dull eyes. Memory, once agile, now slips away like sand through your fingers. Names, appointments, even simple words seem to hide. Breathing becomes shallow when climbing a few steps. The legs, which have already sustained so many walks, become heavy. Even the heart seems to beat slower, as if asking for rest. And there are pains that no one sees. The silent tightness in the chest. Loneliness within a full house. The fear of depending on others. The feeling that vitality has gone, never to return. But pay attention. You are not alone. Thousands feel the same. And yet, there is something inside you that insists on not giving up. A small but lively spark. She remembers the days when waking up was light. From the times when the mind was clear and the body agile. That spark is still there. She just waits to be fed. Now, imagine if this dormant energy could awaken. Imagine feeling strong again when you get out of bed. Feel clarity when you open your eyes. Take a deep breath and notice that your body responds with gratitude. It's not just a distant dream. It's a real possibility. A possibility that has already been experienced by people who, even after 90 years, still radiate health and joy. The secret is not outside of you. He's in. He always was. And little by little, you will rediscover it. You will learn that there are simple gestures, silent practices, that transform your mornings and bring back vitality. So, stay here. Do not turn away from this calling. These words came to you for a reason. They are like seeds that need to be watered. And with each new message, you will feel that flame growing. Stay together, embrace this path. And so that this light never gets lost along the way, remember to sign up now. Thus, each new awakening of wisdom will come to you as a gentle reminder that there is still time, there is still strength, there is still life to blossom. Because the truth is simple, vitality is not dead. She just sleeps. And what we're going to do together is wake her up. Breath by breath. Word for word. Morning after morning. The sun continues to rise every day. And every sunrise is also an invitation for you to be reborn. Just accept it. And let life surprise you. And perhaps, in the midst of all this, you have convinced yourself that weakness and fatigue are just the natural consequence of time. How many times have you heard someone say, "That's just how it is, it's getting old"? And little by little, this phrase is repeated so much that it seems to become a truth. But deep down, a silent voice inside you whispers, "Is it really?" Because when we look closer, we realize it's not just age. These are the habits that have accumulated over the years. It's the routine that often wasn't made to nourish, but to wear you down. It is the rush that stole the calm, the food that fed the rush more than the vitality, the silence that was forgotten amidst so much noise. The body doesn't give up completely. He just reflects what he receives every day. If it receives excess, it becomes heavy. If you are neglected, you get sick. But if it receives care, it can bloom again. The truth is that many who have reached 90 in good health have not defied the laws of nature. They just learned to walk in tune with it. While most believed that vitality is lost with age, they discovered that it stays alive when nourished wisely. Have you ever noticed how a small gesture can change your entire day? A deep breath can dissolve tension. A good night's sleep can transform the next morning. A short walk, taken in silence, can clear your mind in surprising ways. These signs show that vital energy has not disappeared. She's just waiting for an invitation to wake up. Time need not be the thief of vitality. He can be the keeper of wisdom. Because each year lived brought experiences, memories, lessons. And these lessons can be used now to transform the way you live in the present. It is not age that decides your energy. It's the habits. And habits can be changed, they can be renewed, they can be cultivated like seeds in a garden. Just as a tired earth can blossom again, the body can also regain its strength when it receives what it needs. Imagine for a moment that there is a lake inside you. If the waters become still and murky, life there seems to disappear. But when the lake is cared for, when the water is renewed, clarity returns, reflections appear, life flourishes again. The body is this lake. It holds within itself the potential to renew itself, even after many years. And it is precisely this truth that the oldest people have discovered. They did not accept fatigue as a sentence. They did not bow to the belief that growing old only means losing. They chose to look within, adjust their habits, and cultivate their vital energy like someone tending a sacred flame. This flame burns in you too. It may seem small, almost erased, but it remains there, firm, waiting for the right breath to grow. And when it grows, it illuminates not only the body, but also the mind and heart. What once seemed like an inevitable fate begins to reveal itself as an illusion. Time is not the end. He is just a silent teacher, asking you to awaken to a new way of living. And when this awareness is born, life ceases to be just about survival. It becomes a path, a discovery, harmony again. A return to the clarity that has always been within you. But there is something that few realize, a silent enemy that steals vitality without anyone noticing. He doesn't arrive with fanfare. Don't knock on the door. It is not announced. It infiltrates small choices, automatic gestures, routines that seem normal but hide traps. Think about those nights when your body craves rest, but your mind insists on remaining in front of a lit screen. Artificial light invades the eyes, confuses the brain, and disrupts sleep. And when morning comes, It doesn't matter how many hours you've spent in bed, your body wakes up tired, as if it hadn't rested at all. Or think about that sweet you ate at night. A small piece, harmless at first glance. But sugar doesn't just feed the body. It also feeds the fog of the mind. It stirs the blood, steals the silence, creates an invisible weight that is carried until dawn. There is also internal noise. The incessant voice of worry. Thoughts that spin in circles, repeating fears, memories, and pains. This invisible noise consumes more energy than any physical effort. And when it's time to wake up, your body feels exhausted, even though you've been lying still in bed. These enemies are not spoken of. Few doctors comment on them. Few understand that vitality is not only lost through visible illnesses, but also through small daily oversights. It's like a house that, brick by brick, is corroded by time, not by a sudden explosion, but by almost invisible infiltrations. But when you name what drains your energy, when you recognize these silent thieves, something changes. Awareness brings clarity. And clarity paves the way for transformation. Because you can only drive out an enemy after you see him. Imagine if every night could be a temple. A sacred place where the body rests, the mind is still, and the spirit finds peace. But for this temple to exist, the entrance must be protected. Don't let sugar, artificial light, or excessive thoughts invade the healing space. When these enemies are removed, life changes silently. Or I am if it comes back deep. Breathing becomes calmer. The morning stops being heavy and becomes a new beginning. And little by little, the energy that seemed lost returns, like water flowing again in a forgotten spring. This is one of the secrets that sustains those who reach 94 years of age in better health than many young people. They learned to respect rest times. They learned to close the doors to what steals vitality. And so, they keep the inner flame protected. If you feel that these words make sense, if within your heart they awaken something that was dormant, allow that energy to continue growing. Demonstrate that this message has value to you. A simple gesture of liking is like a sign that you are willing to protect your own light, to give importance to what can truly transform your mornings and your life. Because every gesture matters. And even a small gesture can be the spark that keeps the flame of vitality burning. And when these silent enemies are recognized, space opens for something new. The body, previously suffocated by excess, begins to open like a window that lets in the morning light. And it is in this openness that simple, almost sacred gestures emerge, capable of renewing energy and restoring vitality even after many years. These are practices that seem small, but carry profound power. They do not require great efforts. They do not require physical youth. They only ask for presence, constancy, and the courage to look at yourself again with care. One such practice is conscious breathing. Close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Let the air in slowly, as if it were an invisible blessing. Feel your lungs expand, your heart calm, your mind quiet. And then, release the air gently, as if releasing the weight of years, of worries, of stored pain. This simple gesture, repeated a few times, opens space within you. It's as if it cleans the dust from the mind, restoring clarity and harmony to the body. Another powerful gesture is in food. Not in excess, not in haste, but in the act of choosing something that truly nourishes. A fresh piece of fruit in the morning, simple, just the right amount of sweet, brings more than just vitamins. It carries the energy of the sun, the freshness of nature, the wisdom of the earth. By chewing slowly, you can feel that you are not only feeding your stomach, but also your soul. The body recognizes this care, silently thanks you, and responds with more energy throughout the day. There is also silence. Few realize the power that exists in the simple act of remaining silent for a few minutes. Before starting your routine, turn everything off, close your eyes, and just listen to your heart. In this space, the spirit finds rest. And in this rest, vital energy blossoms again. These practices are not complex. They are seeds. Seeds that, when planted with love, germinate even in ancient lands. It doesn't matter if the body already bears the marks of time. He recognizes the gesture. He responds to care. Imagine a century-old tree. Its roots are deep, its trunk is marked, but when it receives water, when it feels the sun, it is still able to flourish. This is the body. He holds within himself the strength of life. He just needs to be reminded that he can be reborn. And when these practices become part of your morning routine, something starts to change. The body wakes up lighter. The mind opens with clarity. The heart finds calm. Vital energy circulates like a river that flows again. It is in this simple movement, breathing consciously, eating with presence, cultivating silence, that lies the secret of those who, even at 94 years old, walk with greater health than many young people. They do not rely on miracles, but on small gestures, repeated day after day, like sacred rituals. And little by little, what seemed distant becomes reality. Mornings are once again an awakening, not a burden. The body becomes a companion, not a burden. And life, even in its maturity, reveals itself to be full of possibilities for clarity, harmony, and healing. Now, close your eyes for a moment and allow yourself to enter a space of silence. Take a deep breath. Feel the air coming in, light, fresh. Feel the air leave, carrying away everything that no longer serves you. The world outside keeps spinning, but inside you, at this moment, there is only calm. Imagine your mind as a lake. Perhaps, until now, this lake was agitated. Crashing waves, murky waters, distorted reflections. But little by little, the wind stops. The surface calms down. The waters become clear. And you can see the bottom. In this tranquil lake, every thought finds its place. Anxiety dissolves like foam that disappears. Worries sink in and leave only silence. The mind opens, clear, like a mirror reflecting the sky. Now, see your reflection in this lake. But it is not the tired, heavy, or confused reflection. It is a luminous reflection. The serene face, the light body, the eyes full of life. This reflection is you, not in the distant future, but in the now, when your vital energy awakens. Feel your feet rooted, firm, like deep roots connecting to the earth. From the earth, a force slowly rises up his legs. It is the vital energy that runs through every muscle, every cell, bringing clarity and balance. Now, bring your attention to your heart. Imagine a soft, small but steady flame. With each breath, it expands. With each exhalation, it glows brighter. This flame warms your chest, illuminates your mind, renews your spirit. Allow this light to spread. It runs through your arms, reaches your hands, goes down your spine, and envelopes your entire body. It's like every part of you is receiving a silent hug. A hug of healing, harmony, peace. Repeat mentally, like a whisper from the inside out. My mind is calm. My body is strong. My life is being reborn. These words are not just sentences. These are seeds that you plant now in your heart. And like every seed, they grow. Every time you breathe with awareness, every time you remember this flame, the seed sprouts. And from it grow roots of vitality, flowers of clarity, fruits of longevity. See yourself walking in a garden. The trees around are green, the birds are singing, the sun gently touches your skin. This garden is you. It flourishes when it receives care. It comes alive when you choose to nourish its life energy. And in this silent walk, realize, age is not a burden. She is like the rings on the trunk of an ancient tree, each one marking a story, each one carrying wisdom. And, even with so many rings, the tree remains alive, strong, blooming every season. That's you. Every mark on the body is a lesson. Every wrinkle on the face is a story. And yet, within you, there pulses the strength to continue growing. The strength to continue living with clarity, harmony, and energy. Take another deep breath. Feel the calm lake within you. Feel the living flame in your heart. Feel the energy of the earth supporting your steps. You have not lost your vitality. She was just waiting for the right moment to wake up. And that moment is now. There is a strength within you that never goes out. Even on days when your body feels heavy, even on mornings when your memory fails, even on nights when sleep won't come, that strength is still there. She is silent, discreet, but present. It is vital energy. This energy is like a flame lit on a secret altar within the chest. Sometimes its light is barely perceptible, because the weight of years and old habits casts a shadow over it. But still, the flame does not go out. She waits for care. She waits for the moment when you turn inward and decide to feed her again. Vital energy is not a privilege of the young. It does not belong only to those who have just begun life. It belongs to everyone who breathes. She is the breath that sustains existence. And the more we care for it, the stronger it becomes. You can feel it now. Breathe slowly and notice. There is a gentle warmth in your chest. There is a subtle movement in your veins. There is life pulsing in every cell. It's her. The energy that renews, that protects, that awakens. When you offer your body simple gestures of care, that flame grows. When you choose to silence your mind for a few moments, it expands. When you eat consciously, when you breathe deeply, when you give thanks for a new dawn, this flame shines. And it is in this glow that vitality reveals itself. Not like a forced vigor, not like the rush of youth, but as a deep balance, a clarity that sustains. A strength that arises from the harmony between body, mind, and spirit. Many believe that life energy is just something physical. But she is more. She is also spiritual. It feeds on light thoughts, pure emotions, and feelings of gratitude. When anger, fear, or sadness dominate, this energy withdraws. But when there is peace, calm, and confidence, it expands like a rising sun. And you've already experienced this. Remember a time when you truly smiled. Or a time when the heart was filled with gratitude. In that moment, he felt more strength, more clarity, more presence. This was the life energy revealing itself. She is proof that it's never too late. No matter how many years have passed. As long as there is life, there is energy. And as long as there is energy, there is the possibility of transformation. Allow yourself to acknowledge this now. Feel that within you there is much more than pain, memories, and marks of time. There is a secret, inexhaustible source that can be awakened every morning. And if these words touch something in your heart, share in the comments what you feel at this moment. Not just as a response to this video, but as a testament to your own flame. Because when you put into words what you experience inside, that energy gains even more strength. It spreads, inspires others, and comes back to you multiplied. Life energy is the invisible thread that connects each of us. And the more it circulates, the stronger it becomes. Elements say, honor her. Let her guide your steps. Because this flame does not belong to the past. She is here, now, in you. And it remains lit, ready to light the way. There is a treasure hidden within every wrinkle, within every mark that time has left. Many people see age as just a burden, but it is much more than that. She is the keeper of wisdom. It's proof that you've weathered storms, faced pain, experienced joy, and built stories. And each experience, each step, left within you a profound learning that no book would be able to teach. Young people have strength. But those who have survived the decades have something even rarer, discernment. They know when to run, but also when to stop. They know when to speak and when silence is worth 1,000 words. They know that life is not just about victories, but about new beginnings. And it is this wisdom that makes maturity a gift, not a burden. Many times, you may have believed that you have lost space in the world. That society looks at old age as if it were a sign of weakness or incapacity. But actually, it's the opposite. Because every wrinkle on your face is a silent medal. Every mark on the body is a reminder of a battle won. Every memory kept in the heart is a compass that guides those who are still learning to walk. This wisdom is a gift that cannot be bought. It is only acquired by living. And you carry it, even if you often don't realize it. She's in every piece of advice she's ever given. In every decision he made calmly. Each time I knew how to wait for the right time. But this wisdom is not just for others. It can also be used now, for yourself. It is the key that opens paths of vitality. Because when you look within with awareness, when you use what you have learned to take care of yourself, your body responds with gratitude. The mind finds peace. And the spirit flourishes. There is no need to fight the years. We must walk with them, in harmony. You have to recognize that what you have today is not less than before, but something different, deeper. Before there was brute force, now there is clarity. Before there was haste, now there is serenity. And it is in this serenity that true vitality resides. Think of an ancient tree. Its trunk is thick, its roots are deep, its leaves can even fall in some seasons. But it is precisely because of its age that it offers ample shade, sweeter fruits, and safe shelter. So are you. Your maturity is not a sign of weakness, but of depth. His life didn't lose its shine, it just changed shape. And this brightness, when recognized, illuminates everything around. Those who reach their early 90s with health and energy do not rely solely on physical practices. They also recognize the richness of their own wisdom. They know that living long is not just about accumulating years, but understanding the value of each one of them. And when that understanding turns into gratitude, vitality multiplies. You have walked long roads. He has crossed deserts and gardens. He has seen countless days born and die. And it is precisely this baggage that now becomes food. Food for the body, which learns to rest better. Food for the mind, which knows how to separate what matters from what doesn't. Food for the spirit, which finds peace in the little things. That's the beauty of age. She doesn't steal, she transforms. It doesn't take away, but it changes. And when you learn to see it this way, you realize that every morning is a blessing, every night is a gift, and every breath is a link between the aging body and the eternal soul. Harmony does not mean the absence of difficulties. It doesn't mean living without pain, without challenges, without marks. Harmony is learning to walk lightly even when there are stones in the way. It's realizing that life doesn't have to be a constant struggle against the body, against time, or against the mind. It can be a flow, a gentle sway, like the movement of the sea that comes and goes in a serene rhythm. When there is harmony, the body finds its natural rhythm. He is not forced, he is not pressured, he is not required to do more than he can. He is welcomed. He is heard. And when the body feels respected, it responds with gratitude, restoring more energy, more clarity, more vitality. Harmony is also giving space to the mind. Don't expect immediate answers from her. Don't burden her with painful memories or worries about tomorrow. It's letting her breathe. It's allowing her to rest, like a child who needs to be held to calm down. When the mind finds silence, the whole being finds peace. And there is also the harmony of the spirit. It is born when you accept what is, without rebellion, without comparison. It's understanding that each age has its beauty, each phase has its lesson. And time does not take away the essence, it just reveals more clearly what was always there inside. Harmony is realizing the value of little things. The silence of the morning. The soft sunlight touching the skin. The sound of a simple laugh. The aroma of fresh coffee. These details, when experienced with presence, become inexhaustible sources of vital energy. They nourish more than any banquet, because they nourish the soul. Imagine a river. When it runs in harmony with its bed, the water flows effortlessly. She goes around rocks, overcomes obstacles, but continues on her way without getting lost. This is how life is when you choose to live in harmony. The stones are still there, but they do not impede movement. They just shape the course, making it unique, special, profound. Those who reach 90 with health and energy have learned this. They don't deny the pain, they don't pretend the years don't weigh them down. But they found a way to walk alongside time, without fighting with it. They accepted his company as one would accept that of an old friend. And in that act of acceptance, they discovered lightness. Harmony is, at its core, an act of love. Love for one's own body, which requires care. Love for one's own mind, which asks for silence. Love for one's own soul, which asks for space to be. When this love becomes a habit, life becomes a serene journey, full of clarity and light. And even if the world outside continues to be rushed, confusing and heavy, within you there can be a haven of calm. A place where the body rests, the mind is still and the spirit flourishes. That place is not far away. It already exists in you. Just choose to listen to it, just choose to feed it. True vitality does not come from fighting time, but from harmony with it. And when this harmony is found, each day, each morning, and each breath become precious gifts, treasured with gratitude and lived to the fullest. And now that you have walked this journey with me, you may feel something different inside you. Maybe it's a lighter silence. Perhaps it is a clarity that was not present before. Or maybe just a reminder that, even after so many mornings, there are still secrets that can transform the way you live each day. Take a deep breath. Realize how far you've come. From the weight of sleepless nights, to the feeling of tiredness that seemed to have no end, to the discovery that vitality doesn't disappear, it just waits to be awakened. You can already feel the flame within you being rekindled. And this flame, small or large, is already lighting your path. It's not just about the health of the body. It is health of the soul. It is a reunion with vital energy. It's remembering that, even with time passing, you still have the strength within you to start over. And this new beginning has no age limit. He can start now. Think about everything you heard. Think of the 94-year-old man who lives healthier than many young people. He is no exception. He is living proof that it is possible. Proof that small, simple, and constant habits create profound transformations. Proof that life is not measured only in years, but in the quality of energy you put into each sunrise. And you were here, listening to every word, allowing these truths to enter your heart. That's no small feat. It's a sign of courage. It's a sign of openness. It's a sign that you haven't given up on yourself. So, feel privileged. You didn't just watch a video. You have received a call. And not everyone hears this call. But you listened. You've stayed this far. And therefore, it is already undergoing transformation. Now, it's time to keep that flame burning. Don't let it fade away in the silence of routine. Keep nurturing it, keep strengthening it. And to do so, remember, subscribe to receive each new awakening, like to show that this message is valuable to you, and comment sharing what touched your heart the most. Because when you write, when you let your words echo, you not only make a commitment to yourself, but you also spread that light to others who need it. Every gesture is a seed. And by subscribing, liking, and commenting, you plant in the garden of your own life the decision to continue taking care of your vital energy. And this garden will blossom, bringing clarity, harmony, and strength to each morning. May this message be a milestone on your journey. From today onwards, may you wake up remembering, within me there is a flame. She never deleted it. And now, I choose to let it shine. Life still holds simple miracles for you. And the greatest of them is the power to start over, as many times as necessary. You can. You deserve. And you've already started.